Yeah, it is the morning programme on Destination Newry. I'm Rowan Hand, and this is Maggie Grant from the Southern Regional College, doing great things in all kinds of educative endeavour, but especially at the moment, you're doing great things in the world of apprenticeships.
That's correct, Rowan. Good morning. And really what I'm doing is here today to talk to you about the opportunities that are available for young people in the Newry area and in the wider Southern Regional College area, particularly in the world of construction and engineering, first of all.
The fact that you're excited about this and doing these things is an indication that the economy is on the turn.
Absolutely. We have some evidence. We've had a terrible recession really for the last 7 or 8 years, and that particularly hit the construction industry here locally. However, there is evidence of an upturn in terms of local companies needing new staff because they have bigger contracts coming on board now. Now, admittedly, a lot of those contracts are with work in England, Scotland and Wales, or down south over the border.
What's wrong with that?
It's great. There is work.
We go out to the world and bring our skills.
That's right, that's right.
And then, of course, those who go out into the world capture new skills out there and bring them back.
And that's a very positive story to tell everybody who's listening to this today. So really what I'm here to say is that we in Southern Regional College have been working with local companies and identifying apprenticeship opportunities. And what I want to say is there are apprenticeship opportunities, for example, in the world of bricklaying, in joinery, in fabrication and welding. And I have to say the biggest upturn has been in the world of engineering.
What kind of engineering?
Well, first of all, there's if you take broadly, there's electrical apprenticeship opportunities available. And then if you go into the world of engineering maintenance, and I'm going to pick a big company that's based in Portadown, for example, Moy Park.
Oh yeah, they kill chickens.
Yes, absolutely. A big worldwide industry.
They're very good.
Yes,
They're very
they
good
are
at what
indeed.
they do.
But they are desperate for level 3 apprenticeships. Young people who'll come along, who've got a good GCSE profile, who'll come, they have jobs available for them to train as electrical maintenance engineers.
Yes.
And these are real jobs.
Of course.
You're in work 4 days a week and in college 1 day a week.
That to me is a perfect union.
Absolutely.
Of growth.
Yes.
Things happen.
And this is what companies are interested in. They're interested in growing their own. What they want to take is a young person on board, grow them into the type of employee they want, and make sure they also have the opportunity through the apprenticeship scheme to go into college 1 day a week and have a formal education.
Maggie, why do I sense and believe that there's been a flowering of this within the SRC during the last 5, 7, 10 years?
Well, we're very focused on providing young people and adults opportunities and courses that will lead them to success. We have great vocational courses in the college, and which are very specifically linked to job opportunities at the end. More recently, our Department of Learning, Employment and Learning Minister, Dr. Stephen Farry.
Yeah, I talked to Stephen. He was down with you.
Oh, yes, recently, that's right.
He was very pleased to see what you're doing there.
Yes, that's right.
He was commenting on the kind of technological hub that's there.
Yes, there's a new STEM hub there. You're quite right in commenting on that. But he and his team have been to countries like Switzerland and Germany to look at the apprenticeship system there. And in those countries, the apprenticeship system is held in equal esteem to the academic system. Wow, and this is a very important message that he's brought back from Europe and wants to introduce and encourage in Northern Ireland. And that's why we're looking at moving forward apprenticeship opportunities, not just at level 2, which is at GCSE level, but at level 3, which is A level.
Yeah.
And the new introduction is job opportunities at higher apprenticeship level.
Yes.
And I want to give you a couple of examples.
Before you do that, my observation is that we have not been very well served by the parents of the land and the grandparents, because traditionally it would have been do your GCSEs, get your A levels, go into the civil service, become a teacher or whatever. But there was always felt, oh no, keep away from the technology. The tech was your old name over there.
That's right.
Keep away from that. That's for lesser mortals. But the way of the future is the technology and the science of building the future.
That's correct.
And you don't do that by reciting Latin and declining verbs sitting in some sacred tower of academia. You do it by getting interfaced with the real world.
That's right.
And, you know, I started to see the change in you when a man, God rest him now, like Lord Ballyedmond teamed up with you and put his very impressive stamp of approval on the college. And other businesses are doing the same. The people there, MJ people who do the boats throughout the world.
I want to mention both those companies because I can give you very specific examples there. First of all, just to say, we have an open day in Uri.
When is that?
Saturday morning from 10.
This Saturday coming.
Yes.
So this is on our Friday. This is the Friday program.
Yes.
So they will know by tomorrow morning to get over there on Saturday. Tomorrow morning, get over to Southern Regional College. Tell them what's going to happen.
And, well, we'll have careers advice there and people from different vocational areas available, but we will have representation from MJM, which is a local company, a very successful local company, and we have 6 apprenticeship opportunities available. MJM have, where they will work with us in terms of sending the apprentice into college for their training, and it's in specialist bench joinery. And those people who know about the company locally, it's a very successful company. It refits cruise ships all around the world. So
luxury stuff.
Yes, it's high-end luxury work.
Happening at Carnbane.
That's correct.
It's great.
But the young person who takes up that apprenticeship opportunity will be going to the south of France to refit cruise ships or over to the Caribbean. It's got wonderful opportunities associated with it. And that company is looking for bright, capable young people to come forward and be apprenticeships in this area, because there are lots of opportunities to progress within the company and make a real career.
You make me very sad.
Why?
Because you use the words young people. I suddenly realise I'm past it. I'm beyond it all.
No, don't say that about yourself.
So the next thing is you're going to talk to me about Norbrook.
Yes, and that's where the subject of higher level apprenticeships comes into play. And you're quite right. Science. And we have worked very successfully with Norbrook to offer higher level apprenticeship opportunities, which began in January this year. So we currently have 10 young people studying at the college 1 day a week, and they are studying an Ulster University foundation degree in applied industrial science. And the other 4 days a week they are working as higher level apprenticeships as senior laboratory people or science analysts in Norbrook. So Norbrook has come along, worked in partnership with SRC. We've looked at detail in what kind of science they require to make their company effective and the employee effective. In turn, we have worked with Ulster University to develop the modules that fit. So if you like, we're offering a higher level qualification that's specifically tailored to the needs of that company.
And indeed, that company, that technology, because the technology is portable. You can go anywhere in the world if you've got a strong apprenticeship base.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And the other company that we're beginning to do that again with is another company that's further up the country, Randox, the other big science company in Northern Ireland. And really from September onwards, again, we have up to 15 apprenticeship opportunities available through that company, where you go to work in Randox 4 days a week, and you will go to our Portadown campus 1 day a week and study, again, a higher level apprenticeship.
Are the young people getting paid a shilling or two when they're with the companies?
Oh yes, they're paid. The big advantage of...
And does that recognise sort of minimum
Oh
wages?
yes, it meets minimum wage standards. It's not slave wage.
The old days was for slave labour.
Yes, no. It meets all those government requirements. And, you know, what I would want to say to parents and young people out there is that there's a stereotype, maybe a negative stereotype about the word apprenticeship.
Yeah.
But this is a real opportunity for young people who've done their A-levels, rather than going to university and getting into debt and coming out with a qualification that doesn't give them a job.
Very, very often university, we all talk about university, I've seen so many graduates sucking their thumbs and wondering, how can I get to another course at university, but never getting into the real world of business.
That's right.
We're talking here of the building blocks, the Legoland of the future, our technological future. And that's there for you at the Southern Regional College.
And the big advantage of that is you earn while you learn. learn.
Yeah,
rather
like
than
that.
being burdened with debt.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's so
And
that's so
the
good.
other higher level apprenticeship opportunity we have with 15 local companies here in the Newry and Portadown area is a higher level apprenticeship in accountancy. So I'm going to mention some names of local accountancy firms. KPF, FPM,
Yes.
a very well-known firm, John McMahon, McKeown's, a whole range of local accountancy firms are offering higher level apprenticeship opportunities in accountancy. You're employed by the accountancy firm. Again, you work in the accountancy firm 4 days a week, and you come into the college 1 day a week and do accountancy technician qualifications. At the end of 2 years of doing that, you can then progress for your further 3 years to chartered accountancy status. So
Maggie, it's an exciting time.
it's wonderful, wonderful opportunities for local people, and there are some young people who don't want to go off to university but who are bright and capable, and what we're saying is there are job opportunities here with local firms, and you come into college 1 day a week and study. And it's a great opportunity for progression.
And you walk into your Western campus, well, I think particularly of the West Campus over there on Patrick Street. It's like going onto the bridge deck of the Starship Enterprise. It's lovely, it's open,
yes,
it's
it's lovely open, yes.
Smiling faces, people who greet you.
That's right, it's a very open, welcoming environment.
And I listen to young people and they say, I'm going to the tech. I want to catch them by the scruff of the neck and say, open your eyes and look what you're going to.
Yes.
You're going to the Southern Regional College. Start being proud of it.
Absolutely, and you know, we're very proud of our buildings in Patrick Street in Newry, and we're very fortunate that Dell are funding us for a new build in Armagh campus and a brand new build in Craigavon. So in the next 5 years, those buildings will be transformed.
One of the things I'd love you to do, and it will help change the image and the kind of perceived ethos, and it's a wrong ethos that's perceived. There's something as simple, the universities do it. They have your Queen's scarf.
Yes.
Now, I know you're not into uniforms and you can't possibly be, but the notion of an identity, to give people a pride in the SRC, that the SRC colours would be there in a scarf, a simple enough thing,
right,
they have it in university, that they would be walking across around Newry, if they chose to wear their scarf, and not with their backsides hanging out of their trousers. Because broadly speaking, there's no great pride in the younger students.
Right, and yet I was in an event last night here in Patrick Street in Newry, the Rooney Fellowship Dinner.
Yes, of course.
Where a scholarship has been awarded to a young person who's attending the college, who's completed a HND here in Business Studies in Newry. And she is going off to Pittsburgh for a year to study and get 2 internships, one with the Pittsburgh Steelers, a great American football team,
absolutely.
And another internship with the Heinz Corporation.
It's as good as it gets.
Yes, exactly. And this gentleman is originally, he's Rooney, his forefathers are from Newry. He's a very, very successful businessman in America now.
No, you've had that contact now for maybe 10 years.
Yes.
That's a long time.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is all the Rooney alumni of the past 23 years. 23 years of this scholarship being awarded.
Yeah.
And they were discussing that last night. And myself and another colleague were talking, and we were saying we need to create SRC alumni, some type of alumni association. And that's something we're going to pursue.
Start with a scarf.
Okay.
That's a beginning, isn't it?
We'll take that idea
forward.
You see,
well, I think so. It'd be lovely because it's shimmering over there.
Yes.
And sometimes the public persona of it and public perception is not shimmering. But you can do things about that. Make them proud.
And we are doing so many things that, I mean, honestly, I'm going to take another young person, Gary Doyle, who I believe is from the Hilltown area, and he is about to participate. He's a plumber, and he's been participating in competitions here in Northern Ireland and the UK, plumbing competitions, and he has been selected to represent the UK in the World Skills Competition. So in August, he is going to Brazil to compete with other plumbers throughout the world for World Skills Competition. He's a wonderful young man, and we have every hope that he'll be terribly successful. So, you know, that's another example of success at Southern Regional College.
Maggie from Southern Regional College, let us say this. 3 cheers for the Southern Regional College. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! You're with Destination Uri, the morning programme.